As patients, carers, members of the Philippine Alliance of Patient Organizations, we breathe disease and death every day.
It is a struggle on all fronts, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and financially.
It has its disappointments, but also high points, as we encountered kind, healing souls along the way. But just when we thought we had it tough, COVID-19 made our fears bigger and deeper.
We cannot afford another disease, nor can we afford to put up a fight on all fronts. This is not our fear alone. Never in the history of mankind that there has been a disease that destroyed and disrupted so many lives and hope all over the world.
The COVID-19 vaccine is offering us hope. It is not perfect, but at this moment, it is our best chance to stop living in fear and to start living in hope.
This will not work if only a few of us chose to be vaccinated. All of us need to get the vaccine because no one is safe until everyone is safe.
PAPO stands solidly with experts and advocates for COVID-19 vaccine. We invite you to join this call of unity as we launch Bakuna Now Na to address the infodemic and help increase vaccines acceptance.
Never in our history has there been a more urgent call to stand united. Get vaccinated. So together, we can overcome COVID-19.
Bakuna, now na! Bakuna, now na!
Bakuna, now na!
Bakuna, now na!
Bakuna! Now na!
Bakuna! Now na!
Bakuna Now Na!
Bakuna! Now na!
Bakuna, now na!
When it comes to how many kids Filipino couples want to have and how many kids they end up having, meron tayong nakikitang pattern. Parents usually end up with one child more than what they initially wanted. At ang pinakamahihirap na pamilya, sumusobra pa sila ng dalawa. Pag mas malaki ang pamilya, mas lumalaki rin ang posibilidad na maging mahirap ang pamilya. Poverty leads to children growing up not reaching their full growth and productivity potential. Responsible parenthood and family planning is one of the 3 program components of the Philippine Population Management Program. Tugon ito sa pangangailangan para sa epektibong pagpaplano ng pamilya. RPFP has 3 goals: zero unmet need for modern family planning, pataasin ang paggamit ng modern contraceptives to 65%,
at maiwasan ang di inaasahang pagbubuntis,
lalong-lalo na para sa mga mahihirap na kababaihan. Sa RPFP, matutulungan ang mga couples na ma-achieve ang tamang pag-aagot ng pagbubuntis at ang bilang ng gusto nilang maging anak na kayang bigyan ng maayos na tahanan at kinabukasan. Paiigtingin ng kampanya para maipatupad ang Responsible Parenthood and Reproductive Health Law at Executive Order No. 12 sa mga lokal na pamahalaan. We'll use communication campaigns to promote responsible parenthood and family planning, natural man o artificial methods, upang tumaas ang demand para rito, especially among poor women and families. Ilalapit natin ang reproductive health services at contraceptive commodities sa mga mahihirap na komunidad para ma-access ng sino mang gustong magplano ng pamilya ang family planning method na hiyang sa kanila. With the Responsible Parenthood and Family Planning Program of the Philippine Population Management Program, we'll make sure that couples and individuals have the knowledge and support they need to start the family of their dreams. Empowering Filipino families.
Labanan ng COVID-19, ang kailangan natin ay tama at totoong impormasyon, hindi fake news. Huwag ka agad maniniwala sa nababasa at naririnig. Ang pagkalat ng mga maling paniniwala tungkol sa COVID-19 ay nagdudulot ng panik, takot at maling desisyon. Laging i-double check kung saan nanggaling ang nabasa o narinig. Maging mapanuri at i-share lamang ang tamang impormasyon. Sa wastong pag-iingat, ang virus hindi kakalat. COVID-19, kayang-kaya nating tapusin.
Patuloy pa rin ang laban natin sa COVID-19. And together, we can beat the solusyon.
B. Bawal walang mask.
I. Isanitize sa mga kamay. Iwas hawak sa mga bagay.
D. Kumistansya ng 1 metro.
A. Alamin ang totoong impormasyon tungkol sa COVID-19.
Protektahan natin ang sarili at mga mahal sa buhay.
BIDA. Be the solusyon sa COVID-19.
Tama na ang cheese. Pag nag-toast, TV nagagamot. Anak na buwang gamutan, tutok sa pag-inom. At healthy lifestyle, ipailan. Nag-dance every day, kasi LC I'm away. Hala, ikalat ang balita. Si Mang Ben gumaling na. That's okay talaga. Ibalita sa iba. TBI, tuldukan.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Alaga Health Live. And today is a very, very special episode because for the first time, this episode is actually being shared and even cross-posted on the DOH Facebook page and the USAID Facebook page because today, our special topic would be on tuberculosis. And of course, hindi po makomplete ang Alaga Health Live na hindi natin mga kasama ang ating mga very special medical specialists. And to kick things off, of course, ito, very beloved part ng ating Alaga Health program. She is none other than our favorite celebrity psychiatrist, none other than Doc Joan Perez-Rifareal. Welcome back, Doc!
Hello, good evening Dr. Dex at sa lahat po ng nanonood tonight. Hello, kamusta? Kamusta kayong lahat? Medyo maulan dito sa aming area, so baka lang, no, careful lang tayo sa ating connection. But good evening po to everyone and I hope you're all safe and salamat po sa pag-invite sa akin ulit.
Thank you very much, Dr. Jones. Always a pleasure to have you with us, no? And of course, joining her would be our resident Alaga Health primary care physician, none other than the lovely, the beautiful Doc Jucille Roderos.
Good evening po sa lahat ng ating mga viewers and of course to those who have been watching at patuloy pong sumasabaybay sa Alaga Health Live tuwing Sabado. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Marami naman tayong matututunan na bago ngayon, no? Especially since it's very relevant because we're gonna be talking about TB and other respiratory diseases, no? This is very much close to my heart because I've worked on research on TB before. So I'm pretty excited, no? Hello, Doc Joan, lovely as ever. Hi, Doc Dex, no? Stay tuned po sa lahat ng mga information po na matututunan natin and I hope we will have a very successful conversation this evening.
All right, thank you very much, Doc Via. No, very exciting night tonight. And of course, since we're talking about TB, maganda siguro na meron tayong infectious disease specialist. Kumbaga, bigating consultant din. And we're very lucky joining us tonight for the very first time and hopefully not the last, one of the best, I would say, infectious disease consultants that I've ever known. And she's none other
Yes, no, I think Doc Dex's connection has been wonky. Maulan kasi ngayon, no? So sana yung mga viewers natin ay safe and dry, no? And hopefully you guys are all safe, no? But again, let's welcome Doc Dex. Yeah.
Hi, where was I cut off? I was introducing our lovely speaker. So
yeah,
hopefully I could go back to that. So
I cannot wait to meet this
ating
next speaker, no?
No, she is actually an infectious disease specialist. Kumbaga, heavy gatin na consultant. And as I've mentioned, no, maganda na kasama natin siya yan because tuberculosis is very, very infectious in itself. So, of course, it is my honor and pleasure to introduce to you for her the first time in Alaga Health, hopefully not the last, none other than Dr. Maria Fe, Doc Maffie, Raymundo-Tayzon. Welcome to Alaga Health, Doc Maffie.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. And thank you very much for inviting me here. And I'm so happy to see both the three of you and to my two students. I'm so proud of the two of you.
Thank you, Doc Maffie. Actually, Doc Maffie is one of our mentors when we were training in medical school. So, perhaps dagdagan pa natin ng extra flavor tong gabing na to. Kasi as I've mentioned a while ago, this special episode is actually being cross-posted and shared on the DOH Facebook page and USAID Facebook page. And joining us, a representative, kumbaga siya ang tuberculosis lead ng USAID in the Philippines. Let us all welcome to Alaga Health Live, none other than Dr. Karen Dalawangbayan. Good evening, Doc. Welcome to Alaga Health.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I hope you can hear me clearly. Ayan, thank you so much for inviting us to join Alaga Health for tonight.
Thank you very much, Doc Karen. No? So, ang ganda ng usapan natin kasi we're talking about a very infectious disease during a pandemic. Tapos, ang dami pang related factors yan, mental health, nutrition, and many things. So, siguro maganda na makita natin yung general idea of what tuberculosis is, maybe it's time for a very, very quick Alaga Health check-up. So thank you very much to USAID and the DOH for that wonderful video. Hopefully you were able to take note, no? Sino ba yung mga at risk for tuberculosis? And at the same time, no, ano yung mga dapat nating bantayan? So with that being said, no, I would love to know more about tuberculosis and how it's currently being addressed in the Philippines, probably from our resident TB specialist, Doc Karen Dalawangbayan.
All right, so thank you so much for that, Dr. Dexter. So just to give our viewers a brief background lang on TB, so yung tuberculosis po, it's caused by a bacteria na tinatawag po siyang Mycobacterium tuberculosis. And yung Mycobacterium tuberculosis po, nahahawa po siya through airborne. So ibig sabihin, kung meron po na isang tao, for example, na siya po ay merong may sakit na TB, na hindi pa siya nagagamot, ay hahalo po sa hangin yung nare-release po niya na droplet na tinatawag po natin, hahalo sa hangin, may kasama po yun na TB bacilli, at kung mayroon po na isang tao na nandun sa same lugar, lalo na kung poorly ventilated or close po yung space, maari po siyang mahawaan. Ngayon po, ang ating po marami tayong ginagawa po, no, yung ating pong programa sa Department of Health, and even po yung aming pong project under sa USAID, yung TB Platforms for Sustainable Detection, Care and Treatment. So, especially now, napaka-timely kasi even before po ng pandemic ng COVID-19, marami na po talaga na nagkakasakit at namamatay from TB. It still remains as one of the leading cause of death dito po sa Pilipinas. And of course, dahil po ito po ay marami po nagkakasakit at nagkakamatay, ang ating po Department of Health ay meron po siyang iba't ibang programa para po ma-improve yung TB service delivery sa ating po mga health facilities. Nag-i-engage din siya ng ating mga private care providers dun sa mga hospitals and sa mga clinics. And even po yung pag-engage ng ating mga local government units para intensify yung kanilang mga efforts, strengthen yung TB service delivery, kasi ang gusto po natin is actually tinatawag na nating TB elimination. So gusto po natin na ma-eliminate natin ang TB by 2035. So napaka-challenging po yun kasi ilang taon na lang po yung ating bibilangin. And with the COVID-19 pandemic, actually yun yung naging challenge kasi because of the many things that happened with COVID-19, talagang medyo bumaba po yung ating mga tinatawag nating case notification or yung nakikita natin na may kaso ng TB kasi marami na hindi nagpupunta na sa facility kasi natatakot po sila to get infected from COVID-19. And because COVID-19 and TB have yung nag-share sila ng same symptoms, nag-aalala yung mga tao na baka mamaya COVID-19 agad yung kanilang naiisip. And so gusto po natin na ma-address po yung gano'n na pag-iisip ng ating pong mga community members. And so meron po tayong mga sinasagawa na tinatawag natin ng mga health promotion or social and behavior change campaigns para ma-address po natin yung lack of awareness on TB program. So yun po yung mga ginagawa po natin for the program. Ang ano po natin is we want to recover the gains that we have achieved po for the program before pa po mangyari yung sa pandemic.
Yon, thank you very much, Doc Karen. No, very, very comprehensive kasi nasabi niya na yung mga common issues ng mga tao na nag-worry na baka COVID ba ito, TB ba ito, etc. Plus, the government plus the USAID's efforts when it comes to addressing tuberculosis. No, let's hope that we can beat that target 2035. No, but since this is Alaga Health Live, let's jump in to our questions, no? Yung mga tanong ng ating mga viewers, and shoutout sa ating mga viewers ngayon on Facebook. Please feel free to comment your questions nang sana masagot ng ating mga specialists tonight. Okay? And this one, to kick things off, ay galing sa Alaga Health inbox, no? At ang nagpadala sa atin, ang kanyang Facebook username ay Miss Raquel. Okay, so hi Miss Raquel, hopefully ikaw ay nanonood pa rin ng Alaga Health Live ngayon. So ang kanyang question na ito, gandang gabi po, may ubo po ako na nasa 2 weeks na po siya. Gusto ko po sana magpa-check up kasi dati na po akong nagkaroon ng TB. And pakiramdam ko po ngayon para daw bumabalik. Gusto ko po sana magpa-check up sa kasalukuyan, pero ang pumapasok daw sa isip niya, pa nagpa-check up siya, baka sabihin na COVID. Kaya para nag-aalinlangan daw siya. Sana po matulungan niyo po ako. Maraming salamat po. Siguro tanongin natin si Doc Maffie as our infectious disease specialist, no? Ano nga po ba, Doc, siguro yung mapapag-distinguish ng COVID-19 and tuberculosis? O talaga ba, Doc, sobrang magkamukha ba talaga sila?
Well, oo nga, yan ang nagiging problema natin ngayon, katulad ng sinabi ni Karen kanina. Kasi ang parehas sa kanila is mayroong ubo. Yun. So, pero ang uunahin ko muna yung yung sa COVID, no? Unahin ko yung COVID. Yung sa COVID, in addition doon sa ubo, marami pa siyang ibang nararamdaman. Masasakit ang katawan niya, no? Andiyan yung mga kasukasuan niya, masakit ang ulo niya, and then may sore throat, and then yung infamous na nawawala ng pang-amoy, nawawala ng panglasa, at saka yung iba, and then pagkatapos nun, nagkakaroon na sila ng parang hingal, shortness of breath, no? So, ang dyspnea. So, yun, at saka pala diarrhea, no? Yung nagiging watery yung dumi nila. So, yun ang mga simptomas kasi ng COVID. Now, ang kaparehas niya sa TB is yung ubo, no? Pero hindi katulad ng COVID, sa TB, ang usual doon naman ay mahaba ang ubo. Yung ubo nila, usually tumatagal yan ng mga 2 linggo o mahigit. At ang kasamahan pa, yung sinasabi natin na ibang characteristic ng TB is yung pagbagsak ng katawan, no? Yung weight loss. Nagkakaroon sila ng weight loss. And then yung night sweats, yun. Yung night sweats, and then yung weight loss, at saka yung chronic cough, yun ang mga usual na sintomas natin na nakikita naman sa TB. Unfortunately, kasi kapag pumupunta sa ospital ang isang pasyenteng may TB, ang usual na kapag ang sinabi ng pasyente ay ubo, unfortunately, talagang marami sa mga ospital natin, ang kanilang polisiya nila is isa-swab ka na just to be very sure. Kasi kailangan malaman kung saan ka ilalagay. Ilalagay ka ba doon sa area na pang COVID, ilalagay ka ba doon sa area naman na pang TB. Pero huwag kayong mag-alala kasi ang mga doktor naman natin sa mga emergency room, kung kayo ay magpapatingin doon, ay marunong naman sila mag-distinguish, no, up to a certain point kasi mag-x-ray ka rin naman. Meron naman, iba naman din ang itsura ng x-ray ng COVID, iba naman din ang itsura ng TB. So, ang advice ko sa'yo, pumunta ka pa rin kasi baka mamaya sa bandang huli, medyo malalang stage na at saka ka pupunta, mas mahirap iyong gamutin. Kaya hanggang maaga pa, kung ang ubo mo is mga 2 weeks or so, mas madali pa yung gamutin ngayon. Kung meron ka talagang mga signs and symptoms ng TB, maaagapan pa yan basta makapagsimula agad ng gamot. Yun. At i-enroll ka namin sa DOTS or sa DOTS. Ganun.
Thank you very much, Doc Maffie. Ang ganda ng sagot. Very comprehensive, no? Natamaan ni Doc yung issue ng COVID-19, tsaka yung TB, tsaka yung mismong hospital policies. Kasi ngayon yung kinakabahan yung mga pasyente, naku, pupunta ba ako ng hospital? Parang lahat ata ng ubo, COVID ka agad. Yun yung pakiramdam ng mga tao. So thank you for clarifying, Doc Maffie, kasi policy daw pala yun ng hospital para hindi lalong kumalat yung sakit. Very, very smart. So, With that being said, talon tayo dun sa susunod nating question. At ito, feeling ko na kaagad ko, alam ko na kung kanino mapupunta tong tanong na to. So, ang tanong nito ay nanggagaling kay Sir Marvin de Mesa. So, ang tanong ni Sir Marvin, or ang statement ni Sir Marvin, umiinom po ako ng gamot sa TB. Kaya lang kinakabahan naman ako kasi parang hindi na ata ako gagaling. Naku, bakit naman sir? Di na rin ako makatulog, tapos balisa ako madalas. Iba na rin yung kulay ng ihi ko, nakakakaba. Ay, yung iba ng kulay ang ihi. Feeling ko, sir, color orange ba? Kasi may mga gamot po tayo sa TB na pwedeng mag-iba yung kulay ng ating ihi, no? Dala po yun ng gamot. Pero siguro, focus natin dito yung pagkakaba ni sir. Kasi mukhang nawawala na siya ng pag-asa dun sa kanyang kondisyon. Doc Joan, as our mental health superstar, any thoughts po?
Hindi naman superstar. Oo nga. Yeah. Sandali, natawa tuloy ako. Dr. Dex, yes, it's of course, it's a common reaction. It's a normal reaction, in fact, to feel mga anxiety symptoms, symptoms of depression, pangamba, takot. In fact, studies have shown mataas din ang comorbidity or association between sa symptoms of anxiety, depression, distress, and sa pagkakaroon ng diagnosis ng tuberculosis. So maraming factors ang involved dito. Number one, so syempre ang first factor is yung stress nila, no? Pag na-diagnose sila na meron silang problem sa baga, sa TV. So, TB. So, nagkakaroon sila ng reaction, no? Which is situational na anxiety, na pwede pong ito po yung nangyayari ngayon kay Sir Marvin. The anxiety is there, lalo na kung recently diagnosed. And also, pwede din po siyang the other way around. Pwede din po may mga medications also which can, no, from studies, ay nakikita po na nakaka-affect din po sa ating mental health kung tayo ay umiinom ng mga certain medications based from studies. And of course, other factors also. So ito po ay is part siya ng normal reaction or expected reaction po. But wag mawala ng pag-asa, as mentioned na ating mga experts po, like sila Dr. Karen, it's ano po, no? Sabi nila kayo na it's highly treatable ang TB po, at wag po mawala ng pag-asa, wag matakot, pwede pong side effects yung sa kulay ng ihi, but after taking medications, pagtapos na po yung span or the course of treatment, which is usually 6 to 9 months. Tama po ba mga doc? So, di ba? Kasi sila yung expert. Bumabalik naman po sa normal core po ang ating ihi. So, temporary lang po yun because of the side effects po ng medications.
Yun. Thank you very much, Doc Joan. No? Typical
maybe we can
reaction.
hear also, Doc Dex, no? Maybe we can hear from Doc Karen and Doc Maffie, no? Kasi three-pronged ata yung question, no? Yung side effect ng ihi, tapos kung ano ba, kung gumagaling ba, paano ba if hindi gumaling sa TB, no? So I think we can hear from our experts. Yeah.
Doc Karen, actually, again, Doc Karen is currently the technical lead of USAID sa TB platforms, no? And we have Doc Maffie-Tayzon, our infectious disease specialist. So, ang swerte natin. Any thoughts po, Doc Karen and Doc Maffie, dun po sa tanong po ng ating viewer tonight?
Okay.
Sige po, Doc Maffie po.
Okay. Yung sa palit ng color ng ihi, alam mo, minsan ginagamit pa nga yan namin ng mga doktor para makita namin kung talagang iniinom yung gamot. Kaya ang palagi namin tinatanong sa pasyente, ano ang kulay na ng ihi mo? Pag nag-orange yan, okay. So, ibig sabihin, nainom niya ng tama yung mga gamot niya. Okay? So, wag matakot doon kasi yun naman ay talagang expected kapag umiinom ng pang-TB na gamot. Minsan sinasabihan namin yung mga naka-contact lenses kasi hindi lang siya sa urine, pati sa iba siyang body fluid. So sabihin namin, huwag ka muna mag-contacts kasi pati yun na-discolored minsan, yung mga contact lenses nila. So, and then when it comes naman doon sa paggaling, mapapansin niyo naman yan na habang umiinom kayo ng pang-TB na gamot, kayo, ang timbang niyo ay bumibigat, at saka yung mga sintomas niyo paunti-unting nawawala. So, at saka mga epektibo ang mga gamot natin ngayon, ano? So, mas lalo na kung first time ka lang na uminom ng gamot. So, walang dahilan para ikaw ay mangamba na hindi ka gagaling. Ang kailangan lang ay regular na pag-inom ng gamot, huwag papaltos. Yun.
Yun. Consistency is key, di ba nga, Doc Maffie? Anything to add, Doc Karen?
Yes po. And just to add lang po to what Dr. Maffie mentioned, syempre pag nagpatingin po yung ating po mga patients sa ating po mga healthcare providers, meron po yan na regular na monitoring na ginagawa po nila. Chine-check yung presence of signs and symptoms. Kung sabi nga ni Doc Maffie, bumibigat ba or nawawala ba yung kanilang cough, nag-i-improve yung kanilang well-being. And then meron din po yun, bukod sa clinical symptoms, meron po na ginagawa na laboratory test para makita kung nag-i-improve po siya. So meron yun na follow-up na sputum examination, meron po yun na schedule, at doon po tinitingnan kung ito ba ay nagiging nagtuturn negative, kung positive siya nung una, or nagre-remain na negative para nakikita po na nag-i-improve po tayo. Ayan po.
Yun. Thank you, Doc Karen. No? And before we proceed, no, a very quick shout out to all of our viewers all the way from Iloilo. Shout out to Ma'am Mini Lingat, always watching. Ma'am Rosalind Sadaba, Ma'am Maribel Lucena, Ma'am Ellen Villegas, Frey Mundo, and Maribel Lucena. Thank you very much for watching. And may mga questions na kaagad dito. Very quick lang. Very quick sagot dito, ma'am. For sure. At tanong ni Ma'am Maribel Lucena, nakakapasok lang na tanong, bumabalik po ba ang TB? Salamat po sa sagot. Oh, very, very quick answer. Siguro we can ask Doc Via. Bumabalik po ba ang TB? Nako, nape-pressure kasi nandito yung mga mentors namin dati sa medical school.
Just ko yung the pressure is real kasi our mentors are here, no? So, a quick answer, no, is you can be reinfected with TB, no? Secondary TB infection. And more importantly, yung pinagtutuunan natin ng pansin, if for example, you are resistant or so hindi na gumagana yung TB drugs, no? So there are other regimen for that, no? Especially since ang TB po ay nakakahawa. And of course, our experts here later, pwede po tayong humingi ng payo kung paano po natin maiiwasan, paano po natin ginagamot yung TB, no? But important po yung sinabi ni Doc Maffie tsaka ni Doc Karen na when you have TB, pag kayo po ay na-diagnose na may TB, or di kaya po may mga sintomas kayo na yung ubo nyo po ay matagal na, tapos napapansin nyo na namamayat kayo o minsan palagi kayong napapagod, no? Magpakonsulta po tayo sa doktor. Nandyan po yung mga infectious disease specialist natin and yung mga TB specialist natin to help you po. And important, when you're already diagnosed, you have to regularly take your medication. Wala po dapat mintis yun. Because strict adherence or yung pagsunod po sa paggamot natin sa TB ay essential po para matuldukan ng TB, no? So I think Doc Maffie and Doc Karen can add to that, no? Grabe yung pressure, Doc Dex, especially if mga mentors mo yung kasama mo.
Don't worry, Doc Via. That's why we're here. Kasi gusto natin lahat ng tao alam yung mga sintomas na dapat nating i-watch out for. At alam natin, magkakaroon pa ba ako ng TB? O immune na ako forever. Yan. Siguro, very quick answer siguro from Doc Maffie and probably Doc Karen.
Ang TB kasi wala siyang immunity, no? So kapag ikaw ay gumaling sa tuberculosis, yung TB bacilli may remain inside of you. And then, pag ang iyong, kunyari sa pagtanda at hindi mo naalagaan ang sarili mo at ang immune system mo ay biglang bumagsak, no? Nagkaroon ka ng mga ibang sakit. Yung mga ibang pasyente natin, may cancer, may lupus. So, unfortunately, yung dating gumaling na TB ay pwedeng magkaroon ng relapse. Pwede silang maging active ulit. Kaya itong mga patient na to, ay kailangan may regular monitoring and regular check-up with their doctors. Kasi kahit gumaling na yung TB nila, dapat mapanatili nila ang immune system nila na maganda sa pamamagitan ng healthy lifestyle at saka tamang pagkain.
Yun. Thank you very much, Doc. No? Anything to add, Doc Karen, particularly if meron pong ginagawa ngayon ng USAID pagdating sa ating pag-control ng TB spread?
Siyempre, In terms of prevention natin dun sa TB, ang key talaga po natin is immediate diagnosis and treatment of TB. Kasi yun po talaga yung makaka-control ng TB. And then kasi once po yan na nag-start na ng treatment, for example, yung isang tao, yung kanyang pagiging infectious ay mas bumababa. So kaya kanina hinighlight ko yung nakakahawa, yung hindi pa po umiinom ng gamot. Pero once na umiinom na siya, hindi na po siya as infectious kumpara dun sa hindi pa siya nag-start. So yun po yung isang important. And then yung second, yung pag-practice ng infection prevention and control. Ayan. So ito po ay napakahalaga. So halimbawa sa bahay po natin, it's very important na we keep our houses well ventilated kasi alam natin na yung TB, di ba, is airborne. At magsistay siya sa hangin for about mga 6 hours. So kung enclosed yung space, walang hangin na pumapasok, lumalabas dun sa bahay, mas malaki yung tsansa na magkaroon ng hawaan sa bahay kung meron po na isa sa pamilya ay mayroon na may sakit na TB. At kung meron po na isang, for example, isang miyembro ng pamilya na may sakit na TB, it's very important for the rest of the family members to also get screened for TB o yung tinatawag natin na contact tracing or contact investigation just so we can check whether they have active TB or whether they are eligible to receive TB preventive treatment. Meron po kasi noon, although hindi lahat, meron kasi mga specific po na mga populations lang who are prioritized to receive TB preventive treatment. So yun po yung mga natin na magawa. Ayan po.
Thank you, Doc Karen. That's very helpful po sa ating mga viewers ngayon. And we continue to see yung viewership natin. Parami special shoutout kina Ma'am Nieves de Castro, Jucille Roderos, Jel Reyes. At before we move on to our next question, kasi may follow-up question ako ngayon Paano kung meron kang relative sa bahay na meron talagang either COVID or TB and hindi mo na alam paano sila alagaan? That can be very stressful to yourself and yung mental well-being mo. We'll find out the answer to that. Siguro kay Doc Joan pupunta yon right after this very, very quick Alaga Health update. So, welcome to another Alaga Health update. So ngayon, like before, we'll just guide you through kung gaano kadaling mag-sign up sa Alaga Health, So once again, this is the Alaga Health website. That's www.alagahealth.com, And then once you go through the website, you can actually browse through our content, our partners, why we do this, our purpose in having Alaga Health, and the services that we provide. Plus, ang maganda dito, let's just go back to the top, It's so easy kasi pag pinindot nyo itong button dito, sa top right corner, sign up, lilipat na kayo dun sa kabilang page kung saan pwede na kayong mag-sign up. And nung nag-interview tayo ng patients na live dito sa Alaga Health before, sabi nila, sobrang bilis lang, Doc. Kasi parang 1-2 minutes, tapos ka na. For example, kung pasyente ka, you have to select yung patient app. Kung ikaw ay health professional, doctor, nurse, psychometrician, psychologist, etc., pwede dun sa partner app. Plus, kung ikaw naman ay may clinic, marami kang hinahandle na laboratory, o kaya yung mismo clinic mo, gusto mo, onboarded na siya kaagad, you can even click yung sa admin app. So for example, sa mga viewers natin ngayon, click patient app. So, punta ka dito sa baba, just click continue. And then, you go through and read the data privacy. Mahalaga po ito, data privacy ngayon. We respect data privacy. Then when you go down, you have to go through, tsaka lang check yung box dito, and then you can press continue. And presto, lipat ka na dito sa next page. Just fill in your details like your name, date of birth, among other things, and then press continue. And of course, laging yung password, kailangan secure ang ating account. And just like that, you are already going to become a part of the Alaga Health family. At ang maganda po ngayon, explain ko na kaagad, You can even download the Alaga Health app already on the Google Play Store. And we're very, very excited. Hopefully, you can check that out. Some of the Alaga Health videos from before, nandiyan na. And soon, it'll be very much available sa ating iOS devices through the App Store. So, balik tayo ngayon sa ating mga tanong. So, meron tayo kasing question dito na parang ine-echo yung tanong ko kanina. Kasi we have a question here from Ma'am Violi Portera Rodriguez. That's all for Alaga Health update, no? So here's the question ni Ma'am Violi. Nakita ko po yung post nyo. Ang alam ko, meron daw may TB sa amin. Maraming balita na tatanggap si Ma'am. Meron din daw merong COVID. Halos hindi na nga kami umaalis sa bahay. Hindi nga lang alam kung iisang tao yon. Baka nagkapatong COVID and TB. Mas nakakatakot siguro. Salamat sa pakonsulta niyo. Ay, walang question si Ma'am. Nakikwento lang siya na meron daw pala siyang nakilala o parang may narinig na meron daw may TB sa kanilang area at merong COVID. Naku, mukhang si Ma'am ay tagasagap ng balita. Ang tanong, siguro two-part question to. Tanong, pwede bang magkapatong ng COVID at TB? At mas malala ba talaga yon? And second, siguro, kung ikaw ay isang tao na nag-aalaga ng family member na mayroong ganong condition, siguro kay Doc Joan to, how do we best take care of them while taking care of our mental well-being? Ang layo mo. Parang hindi ka halos pwedeng lumapit, pero nasistress ka as a care provider. So siguro, combo question. Let's start with Doc Maffie. Any thoughts po, Doc? Pwede ka na ba talagang mag-combo ang COVID-19 at ang TB?
Talagang may ang posibilidad noon ay ando, no? So it is present. Pwede talaga magkaroon ng isang pasyente na kunyari meron na siyang TB, hindi siya makapagpatingin kasi palagi tayong quarantine, ando doon siya sa bahay o kaya natatakot siya lumabas. So yung TB niya hindi lumalala, hindi gumagaling. And then, unfortunately now, kunyari, kailangan niya lumabas, mag-grocery or what, and then na-expose siya. Talagang may possibility talaga siya magka-COVID din. Now, kumpara of course, sa isang pasyente na may TB, mas nagiging komplikado ang paggagamot at saka ang mga clinical manifestations niya. At saka, wala pa talagang pag-aaral, no? Kung ang outcome ay mas delikado o mas mataas ang mortality kapag meron yung dalawa. So wala pa akong nababasang journals about it. But because iisang organ system ang inaatake niya, birin mo ma-imagine mo ba yung baga mo may TB na, marami na siyang bacteria, mycobacteria, biglang marami pa siya, napuno pa siya ng mga inflammation, namamaga pa siya because of the COVID, no? So, talagang mas delikado para sa pasyente at para sa aming mga doktor, sa ating mga doktor naman, mas nakatuto ka sa mga pasyenteng ganun. And then when it comes naman do sa infectiousness nila, dalawa ang pwede nilang ma-transmit to others, no? Pwede mong ma-transmit na yung TB mo dahil hindi ka pa nagsisimula ng gamutan kasi hindi ka nagpapagamot dahil sa takot, tapos nagka-COVID ka pa. So, pwede mong ma-transmit yung TB. Pwede mo rin maihawa yung mga iba sa paligid mo naman ng COVID. So, dalawa. So, double whammy. So, nakakabahala talaga kung dalawa pa ang maging disease ng mga pasyente natin ganun.
Combo trouble, no? And for sure, napakatindi ng bigat nito dun sa mga care providers. And how do you manage? Paano pag nag-combo na yung sakit mo or meron kang COVID or meron kang TB, that can definitely affect your mental well-being. Doc Joan, any tips and advice po on how we can better mitigate it? Kasi yung iba ayaw ng kumonsulta o ayaw ng uminom ng gamot kasi kagaya ng isang pasyente natin kanina, parang nawawala na siya ng pag-asa kasi parang hindi na siya makalabas, hindi niya makuha yung gamot. So, any thoughts po, Doc Joan?
Correct. Oo. In fact, studies have shown na isa yun sa factors kung bakit yung iba na nagkakasakit ng TB, hirap sila to be adherent doon sa kanilang treatment or mga protocols, no, for the management of their disease because of some of the mental health concerns, no, like anxiety, pagkalungkot, natatakot din sila. Kaya isa yon sa factor. So that's very important as caregivers. Malaki talaga ang kanilang malaki ang kanilang responsibility to, of course, to be there, to give that support, to understand kung ano yung pinagdadaanan po ng kanilang loved one or relative na meron pong TB. Kung malayo, because again, kung halimbawang yung dalawa sabay, yung as what Dr. Maffie mentioned kanina, then we can always po ask for may mga tools tayo ngayon for us to be able to monitor, like yung video calls, chat, sending messages, and of course, asking for help. Kasi meron din factor yun ha. Kung ba kung ikaw lang talaga yung nagtitake care, meron ding tinatawag na caregiver stress. So, nasa-stress din ang mga caregiver kung sila lang. So, better if to share the responsibility, ask for help. Kung tingin po natin ay medyo napapagod na tayo at nagkaka-fatigue na rin or parang feeling natin irritable na tayo, konting ano lang, mabilis tayong ma-irritable, ask for help from other members ng family. It's always important po na alagaan din natin as caregivers, alagaan din natin ang ating physical and mental well-being para mas maalagaan natin ang ating mga mahal sa buhay na meron pong mga sakit.
Wow, thank you for that, Doc Joan. No, kasi ang pag-alaga natin dito, dapat holistic. Hindi lang yung pasyente, but also yung family. Kasi dun sila humuhugot ng lakas eh. So, very perfect advice, Doc Joan.
In
No?
fact, diba yung line nga na, you cannot give what you do not have. So as a caregiver, hindi natin mabibigay yung ating full support and love and care and understanding para doon sa ating mga loved ones who are going through, kung COVID man or TB. So, mas maganda pa rin if we are 100%, no, naalagaan natin sarili para mas naalagaan natin ang people under our care.
Thank you, Doc Joan. Actually, meron na tayo mga dumadagdag pang questions dito. Ang dami. Actually, this is one of our episodes na talagang sobrang daming questions. Bumabaha tayo ng questions ngayon. But before that, special shout out to our friends who are watching right now, Sir Krishna Alejandrino, Ma'am Angie Abalos, Ma'am Nieves de Castro, all of whom are fans of Alaga Health. Thank you for watching. And isisegue ko na to kasi while she's here, siguro she can give us an insight kung ano na nga ba yung rollout ngayon ng TB program. Kasi may tanong dito si Ma'am Macy Santos. Ito, Ma'am Macy Santos from our Facebook page naman, nag-comment siya, how's the treatment rollout and consultations among TB patients now as compared to pre-pandemic time? What's your observation among your patients? Nako, swerte talaga natin. Nandito si Doc Karen. So, Doc Karen, any thoughts po?
Alright. So definitely naman po, nagko-continue. Nakikita naman natin nagko-continue yung mga services na binibigay po ng ating pong mga facilities in terms of providing yung ating diagnosis and treatment ng mga TB patients. Yun nga lang po, kanina nga nabanggit ko, konti lang yung napupunta na doon sa mga health facilities. So ang ginawa ng program and especially doon sa TB platforms, we provide adaptive measures para ma-reach out yung mga clients. Nag-expand po ng mga activities such that parang merong mga community outreach. We do support yung mga TB case finding activities para pupunta na lang yung set of healthcare providers, may libreng chest x-ray for example, magsi-screening sila, and then they will be referred to the appropriate TB facilities for diagnosis and for treatment. And then meron din ng mga online na mga, kasi hindi sila makakapunta. So yung mga online na parang platform. So meron kami na tinatawag na TB Contact Center na tinutulungan namin yung mga public health centers na para makapag-reach out sila doon sa kanilang mga clients, mag-contact investigation, yung kaninang hina-highlight natin, kahit na by phone, para siyang teleconsultation and for those already on treatment. And then that TB Contact Center can also serve as para siyang telehealth na tatawag po yung mga patients na, okay, meron akong ganitong symptoms, so ano ba yung aking gagawin? And then meron pa po na mga engagement with mga other partners kasi ito nakikita natin yung role ng ating community. Kasi nga, palagi ko po itong sinasabi in many discussions that we have, we cannot just treat TB with us na mga healthcare providers kasi kailangan po yung buong community. So we engage community organizations, civil society, other government agencies, hindi lang po DOH, we also engage yung mga local DepEd kasi para po dun sa TB in Children Initiative, we have the Tibay ng Dibdib which is more for health promotion for TB among children. And then meron po na partnership with DSWD, kung familiar po tayo doon sa tinatawag na 4Ps o yung ating pong mga Pantawid Pamilya program who are mainly indigent po. So binibigyan din po natin sila ng mga ganong services. Para nga po, pinapalapit na po natin sa kanila. They don't have to go to the facility. But of course, part pa rin po ng DOH and USAID support to the facility is yung continued na technical assistance in terms of capacity building in different aspects of TB and also for program management and health system strengthening. So yun po yung mga ginagawa po sa ngayon.
Ang dami pa rin nangyayari. Tuloy ang kampanya against TB. So thank you very much. It's good to know that it's still being rolled out. And Doc Karen, since Alaga Health is also offering telemedicine services, booking services, basically yung entire range na kailangan ng isang health provider para makaabot ng ating mga pasyente, we would be very happy to assist and boost the rollout of TB. So perhaps we can talk after this. But no, we have a little bit of time pass, so perhaps maybe it's a good opportunity to have our very quick segment, Alagang Hello Doctor. So hello and good evening everyone. This is Alaga Hello Doctor, and this is actually a special segment courtesy of our partners from Hello Doctor, the Philippine branch of the Hello Health Group, which is present in over 9 countries. Sobrang exciting kasi of all the possible partners, they chose to team up with Alaga Health. That's very wonderful, and thank you to Hello Doctor. And of course, pakita na natin yung article of the week natin, no? 8 signs and symptoms of tuberculosis to watch out for. This was written by Ma'am Kathy Kenny Yana Ngo and was reviewed by Dr. January Velasco. So you can see here, no, kung mag-share na din po kayo ng mga articles and content on Viber, sa Facebook, magandang ito na po yung ating mga i-share kasi ito yung medically validated and verified information. At ang maganda pa, meron pa sila mga ganito, mga infographics that you can actually save and share. Risk factors and causes of tuberculosis, yan, nakalista po. And hopefully, during your spare time, you can actually watch it, no? Ingat lungs, yeah. With the right facts, you can help your lungs breathe healthily. So if you want, no, you can even go to the hellodoctor.com.ph website and you can even read all of the other articles related to other diseases. So that's it for Alagang Hello Doctor, and watch out for the next article next week. So with that being said, talon ulit tayo. Ito, I believe this will go to probably Doc Maffie or Doc Via. Kasi may question ng isa ating viewer na to, si Ma'am Valeria N. Habano. So good morning po. From the inbox ata ito. Nagka-TB na po ako noon. Pwede pa rin pa po ba ako magka-TB? Ngayon, alam na natin yung sagot doon. Pero may pahabol siya. May bakuna po ba para sa TB para di na po ako magka-TB ulit? Maraming salamat. Ay nako, famous to kasi COVID-19 vaccine. Pag naturukan ka na daw, nako, protektado na. Meron daw ba tayong ganon for TB? Doc Maffie and Doc Via, any thoughts po? Perhaps tanongin natin si Doc Maffie then Doc Via.
Well, sa mga bata, natatandaan nyo yung kapag napapansin nyo, naghahanap kayo ng mga mark dito, yung mga, yung BCG vaccine, okay? So yung mga bata, usually, kung wala sa puwet, nandito sa may arm nila yung mga bakuna nila, mga nabakunahan yan against BCG. Yun yung mga bakuna para sa TB. But hindi niya mapoprotektahan na hindi ka magka-TB. Pero against invasive kind of TB, yung mga malalalang klase, like for example, disseminated o TB sa brain. Kasi kailangan maintindihan natin na ang TB ay hindi lang sa baga, ha? Kahit saan pwede tayo magka-TB. So yun ang purpose ng pagbibigay ng BCG sa mga bata, no? Para maiwasan na hindi sila magkaroon ng severe and complicated type of TB. So yun ang mga bakunang meron tayo. Kanina nasabi natin yung mga prophylaxis, no? Yung nasabi kanina ni Dr. Karen for special type of population. Pero ang bakuna para sa matanda ay wala pa tayo para sa TB. Sa mga bata iyon, sa bata.
Wow. So kapaingin na po yung braso nyo pag mayroon parang bukol dyan o sa puwet. Pag may konting bukol dyan, nako, natuldukan para sa TB. Yun po ang ating marka ng pagiging protektodo. So, Doc Via, siguro quick call lang siguro para ma-encourage ang ating mga mommies na magpabakuna kasi parang kinakabahan sila magpaturok ng any kind of vaccine. So any thoughts, Doc Via, very quickly?
Very quick thoughts, no? Kasi meron din tayong mga questions dito, no? Galing kay Ma'am Olivia Flores Berha. Ma'am Olivia, thank you for watching po. Si Ma'am Olivia po ay galing siya sa sakit. Pero okay na po ako. Maybe we can flash it for a bit, no? May maintenance po siya sa high blood at sa diabetes. Una po pong sakit, di ko pa po alam kasi hindi pa daw siya nagpa-blood chem. May konting sipon daw siya, pwede po ba siyang i-vaccine? So yun the quick answer, no? Especially for those na may mga comorbidities, no? May high blood, may diabetes, may mga asthma, no? Pwede po tayong magpabakuna at importante po na magpabakuna po tayo for COVID-19, no? Because no, it's added protection for us, especially now na tumataas na naman yung cases, yung mga hospitals po natin ay napupuno na po. So, importante po na protektahan po natin ang sarili natin at magpabakuna po tayo. The best vaccine po is any vaccine that is available. Kung ano po yung meron kayo, yun po yung pinaka-best na vaccine. So, magpabakuna po tayo now na po.
Perfect. Thank you for that, Doc V. No? At since nire-resolve natin yung mga questions sila na nagpapakaba sa kanila. Ito, follow-up at mukhang alam na alam ko kung kanina mapupunta to. From Ma'am Baby Angeles, meron po akong depression at nagagamot po ako ng escitalopram. Pwede pa po ba akong magpabakuna? So, I think this is more for COVID-19. Very quick answer from Doc Joan.
Very quick answer, yes. Pwedeng-pwede po. In fact, po, kasama po tayo yung mga may mga mental health concerns po included po, no? Yun ang pinupush namin na included po sila sa may mga comorbidities also because we know that mental health concerns are real medical problems and yung mga those under my care and of course ang Philippine Psychiatric Association talagang binibigyan po namin sila no ng kasulatan o kung kailangan po kung hinahanapan for them to get the vaccines po. Lalo na po kasi when someone has a mental health concern, mas tumataas ang risk no for having other forms of medical problems. So sila din po kasama po and with escitalopram, walang problema. So yes, go. Please get vaccinated.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Doc Joan, no? And with that being said, ay nako, meron pang huling pahabol. Sige, ito siguro si Doc Karen ang kayang sabagat ng mabilis na mabilis. From Jaja E. White, no? Paano ko ba malalaman kung may TB? Nako, the most basic question. Paano natin malalaman kung meron siyang TB? Very quick response, Doc. Ano nga po ba yung ating ways to determine kung may TB? Madadaan ba natin to sa ubo-ubo o sa kapa-kapa? Ano po ba ang ating mechanism dito, Doc Karen?
Alright. So, syempre, importante na malaman natin yung mga signs and symptoms of TB. Although kanina nabanggit na natin yon, ito po yung pagkakaroon ng cough na prolonged or 2 weeks or more, pagkakaroon ng drenching night sweats, ng weight loss, pagbaba po ng timbang, or halimbawa naman meron kang fever tapos matagalan din siya mga 2 weeks tapos hindi na determine kung ano yung other reason for fever. Pag meron po nitong mga simptomas na to, pwede po tayong magpa-check doon sa ating po mga healthcare facilities. Meron po tayong diagnostic test na tinatawag. At ngayon, ang ating pong mga makabago is yung mga molecular rapid TB testing. Meron po tayong tinatawag na Gene Expert or Expert MTB-RIF na kung saan doon madedetect po na meron tayo na TB bacilli doon po sa ating plema at bukod po doon madedetect din po kung meron siya na resistance doon sa rifampicin o isa sa pinaka-importanting pangunahing gamot po para sa TB. So yun po yung ating pinaka-primary test. Although pwede pa rin naman po natin gamitin yung ating baka narinig nyo na po before yung examination sa sputum o yung sa sputum examination o yung sputum examination o DSSM. Ayun po. So yun po yung kailangan po natin. So kailangan po magpunta tayo sa mga facilities para magpa-check po tayo nito.
Thank you very much for that, Doc Karen. No, sobrang daming questions. Actually, yung iba hindi pa natin nasasagot, but don't worry sa mga nag-comment po at nag-send ng message sa inbox. We hope to respond to you as soon as possible. Nako, mukhang hindi talaga kasya sa isang oras. Ang daming tanong. But all good things must come to an end, at least for this episode. But Be that as it may, it's time for our Alaga Health wrap-up. We've come again to the end of another Alaga Health Live episode. Thank you for joining us for over 14 episodes, and we've continued to see a rise in our viewership. And thank you very much ating mga partners, especially, for example, our DOH, USAID, URC, among many others. Of course, the Quarantalk Media, and even Hello Doctor. But as I mentioned, all things must come to an end. And of course, hindi na maganda siguro kung we will just leave like that, parang bula. Maganda kung meron tayong mga final words from our beloved guests tonight. So, just to kick things off, as our primary care physician, no, kumbaga frontline, ano ang pwede nating final words and or advice, Doc Via Roderos?
All right. So again, to our special guests, Doc Karen, Doc Joan, and Doc Maffie, thank you for being with us tonight. No, even now, no, na gumraduate na kami sa med school, marami pa rin kaming natututunan from you. No, and of course to our viewers, especially to my mom, and to all those who have been on our Facebook page and who have been with us, no, ever since the start, no, nung Alaga Health Live, sa patuloy po na sumasabaybay sa atin. No, maraming salamat po. Itatry po namin yung best namin na masagot lahat ng mga katanungan nyo and matugunan po ang lahat ng pangangailangan nyo, no? Maybe some final words for this episode, no, is it's always important for us to protect ourselves, no? Because marami na pong mga sakit, no, nung lumalaganap ngayon, especially because we are still in the middle of the COVID battle. No? So important po na protektahan yung sarili natin po. Pag hindi kailangan lumabas po, wag po nating piliting lumabas. And again po, and we cannot stress this more, no? Please get yourself vaccinated. Dahil po yun po yung sandata natin laban po sa COVID-19, no? We can only get out of this through vaccine, no? And important po na yung vaccine, the best vaccine that we can get is the one that is readily available po sa atin. So, ingat po tayo, no? Again, shout out to our friends from Hello Doctor, PH, Quarantalk, USAID. Nasa live tayong, nasa live tayo sa page ng DOH ngayon. So, ng NTP Philippines, hello po. Maraming salamat po sa patuloy na pagtangkilik sa Alaga Health Live. And magkita-kita po tayo ulit next week again for another Alaga Health Live episode.
Okay, thank you very much for that, Doc V. Again, the best vaccine is the one that's available. But since we're talking about probably the stresses of not only the COVID-19 pandemic when it comes to our mental health, pati na rin siguro being a caregiver for someone who has either COVID or TB, perhaps we can hear from our beloved Doc Joan Perez-Rifareal.
Yes, again, thank you very much, Dr. Dex, Dr. Via, for inviting me once again for tonight's discussion. Very relevant po ito personally because as a mental health advocate, I know no na ang TB din kasi there is also that pareho sa mga mental health concerns, meron din sometimes there is that stigma attached to it, no, pag nalalaman na may TB. So please, it doesn't mean po na kung meron tayong ganitong sakit, there is always help available. Of course, andito po ang ating mga experts like Dr. Karen, Dr. Maffie to be able to help us. And wag matakot po kasi help is always available at ang maganda po dito ay magtulungan lagi. Kaya collaboration is the key. Malaki po ang responsibility and support and help from the ating family and loved ones. And of course, again, andito din po ang Philippine Psychiatric Association to help collaborate to give that holistic care for our patients na meron pong TB because we know na pag tayo po ay may infection, meron din po itong kasamang mga psychosocial concerns and kailangan holistic po always ang atin pong plan for management. So wag matakot po, wag mawala ng pag-asa. Hindi po tayo nag-iisa and help is always available. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. John. Always a pleasure to have you with us. And nako, hindi natin palalampasin yung opportunity na to na kasama natin ng isang talagang batikan infectious disease specialist. Bihira, sobrang fanboy tayo nung nag-medical school training pa lang. So, we're very happy that she's with us. Any final message, Doc Maffie, when it comes to infectious disease, COVID-19, and TB?
Yes. First is thank you very much once again to all of you, to Dex, for inviting me to come, no, and then to be here with you. And ang palagi ko lang gustong sabihin sa mga pasyente, alam nyo ba na kapag kayo ay nagsuot ng mask at naghugas palagi ng kamay, hindi lang COVID, pati TB, pati flu, pati pneumonia, at sangkatutak pang mga infectious disease ang maaaring mong protektahan ang sarili mo against at pati yung mga kasamahan mo sa bahay, no? So palagi ko sinasabi, maghugas palagi ng kamay, at cover your cough, meaning to say, pag nag-umubong, huwag dito, kundi dito lang sa iyong arm, and then maghuhugas palagi, and palaging magmamask, no, appropriately. So, dun pa lang, marami na tayong kontribusyon. At palaging panatiliing malusog ang pangangatawan, mag-ehersisyo, kumain ng tama, matulog ng tama. Thank you.
It's always a pleasure. And of course, please take note ng ating mga final reminders from Doc Maffie, no? Eat right, and of course, take care of yourself. And last but not the least, again, it's a pleasure to have our partners here from the Department of Health, as well as the USAID, and one of them is here right now, Doc Karen Dalawangbayan. Any final thoughts, messages, or even reminders, especially to our patients na talagang tuliro ngayong COVID-19 pandemic regarding management of their TB condition?
All right, so thank you so much. And for our viewers po, so tatandaan po natin na yung TB po, although siya po ay nakakahawa, siya po ay nagagamot. So pag meron po tayong nararamdaman, ang importante po is for us to seek medical care. Huwag po tayong magse-self-medicate at huwag po nating i-ignore yung ating pong mga nararamdaman. At kung tayo naman po ay mga pasyente po na may sakit na TB, huwag po tayong mawawalan ng pag-asa. Tayo po ay kailangan na magpatuloy at araw-araw na umiinom ng ating gamot hanggat tayo po ay makatapos at tayo po ay ma-declare na cured o completed na po doon sa ating pong gamutan. And I would like to take this opportunity, of course, to thank Alaga Health and to the doctors here po today for allowing us to participate in this session. So napakahalaga po at napaka-relevant, hindi lang po dahil yung meron tayong COVID-19, ganyan. Kaya lang po, meron din po kasi na tayong sineselebrate o kino-commemorate ngayong buwan na to, which is yung lung month, National Lung Month po natin. And very timely po because we want, of course, to celebrate the milestones that we have gained for lung health. And also, we want to celebrate po yung ating mga efforts ng ating mga healthcare workers in promoting and caring and managing lung diseases. Ayan po. So thank you so much. And in behalf po yon ng aming pong project sa USAID TB platforms, we thank you po. And we also thank NTP for broadcasting this, for live streaming this in their website. We've been partners with NTP po in this endeavor po for TB elimination. So thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you very much, Doc Karen. And oh my gosh, that brings us to a close. That's it. That's another episode of Alaga Health Live. And ito na po ang ating final message. Kita-kita po tayo sa susunod na Sabado para na naman po sa isang episode, isang oras ng libreng konsultasyon at masayang usapan dito po sa Alaga Health Live. At next week, nako, mga taong merong concern pagdating sa kanilang mga mata. So call your lola, tatay, nanay, paisalamin o wala, malabo ang paningin. Nako, kita-kita po tayo. Hopefully clearer and better next week dito sa Alaga Health Live. Mga ophtha cases po ang bidang-bidang pag-uusapan natin. And we will be celebrating that partly for our celebration of Sight Saving Month. So muli, ako po si Doc Dexter Galban na nagpapaalalang alagaan ng kalusugan para mas umunlad ang ating bayan. Muli, ito po ang Alaga Health Live. Magandang gabi po!